Struggling to estimate your AWS cost? In this video, I will show you how to use the AWS Pricing Calculator like a pro, helping you to save money and avoid surprises on your AWS bill. Let's make cloud budgeting simple and stress-free. So this is the page where we will route to AWS calculator page. This link is available in this video description as well. You can go to this site. So first of all, we have to click on create estimate. So before we going to create the resources on AWS, we have to make sure what services, resources as a company, as a client, as a customer you want to use. So you must ensure you have to calculate what will be your monthly bills before you see the high bills. So make sure you have to just estimate your cost. So first of all, we will see how we can estimate our cost. So by the location type, you can also choose by the services. So best is to choose by location type and the region. Okay, so I will just go with Ohio region. You can choose a different region if you want to, but it is simple for all the region to try different services and calculate the pricing. So here I will enter the service that EC2 suppose, and if I will click on configure, so in the EC2 we have to see, like, we want to go with dedicated host, dedicated instances. So I will go with the shared instances, and the workloads depends upon your usage. I will go with constant usage. So number of instances, so if I want one instance, and then we have to type the instance type, which instance type we want to use. So we want to use T2 medium, T2 which type of, so we can just search the instance type, okay, and we can calculate the cost. Suppose we want to use T2 or T3, which is the latest one in T3, and we can also choose different, like how many CPUs we want, and based on that we can calculate the pricing. So if I go here, I want to choose T3 medium, and it will give us like what is the memory we will be using. It's 4 GB, and CPUs will be 2, okay, and EBS is supported, and the on-demand hourly cost is 0.0416. okay, so this is up to like 62% savings, potential savings possible. Then we talk about the payment options. So it depends upon your usage, because the pricing are different. Normally we use on demand if it's for the short period, or it's for not workload is very less. But if you're planning to use it for the long term, then you must go with the saving plan, because then you can save up to 66% by choosing 1 year or 3-year plan, and this will be a good option if you are planning for the long term. But if you have very small tasks, batch processing tasks, then you should use spot instances, because in the spot instances you can save a lot of money. Okay, so I will go with on demand here. Okay, in on demand, so, and if we go, we can see the monthly expected charges. It's $30 per month. So, and we can also see here the monthly cost. If we use the saving plan, it will be totally half. So you can decide which method you want to use, saving plan or compute saving plan. Then you can easily save a lot of money. So if we can see the planning, like how, like it will cost you how much, based on the hourly, the calculation is very simple. The hourly rate will be applied, and 730 hours in a month. So it is easy to calculate. And then if you want to add some more storage then you can, add the storage amount. Suppose I want 100 GB. So my cost is now increased to 38. If I want to reduce my cost, so if I don't need a bigger storage, so I can increase or decrease, and based on that the cost will be changed. If you want to enable monitoring, there's a multiple services like if you want to make sure your AWS EC2 instance should be monitored, then you can enable it a little bit, and $1 or $2 will be extra charged. So if I have to add this service, let's add it. And if you want to add any other service, let's suppose S3, we want to also use S3, and here which type of service you want to use. There's a multiple cost options, like if you want to use S3 standard, Glacier, because there's a budget options and you can save a lot of amount. So suppose we want 50 gigabyte, okay, for the 50 gigabytes per month, or we can say I think 50 gigabytes. So, and if you want to go with S3 Glacier instant retrieval, so you can see the cost is very low. So if I enter the value like 50, so you can see 0.20. If you're not using your data regularly, so you should be considering to choose a best option here. So if I have to choose any other option, so like S3 standard was big cost, so if I have to go here and the cost is 1 point something, so that's how the S3 can be created based on the requirement, so you can save a lot of money. So when you have added all the services, and then you can see how much the bills you will have. Like this is a 12-month cost and a monthly cost is 37. So you will know before creating your resources, and it's a good thing. You must know what the bills will be coming every month, because sometimes the client says the bills are highly increasing. They hire DevOps engineer, they say like we want these infrastructures, but they don't they don't plan about budget. They just quickly go and create services and infrastructure, and then after 1 month they say the bills is very high, because they don't have any good plan how to increase savings. This is the best option to use AWS calculator, and you can also export this in a PDF and a JSON, and you can share it with your company with. So this is the best way to use, and the starting point to use AWS calculator. So that's it for this video. I will see you in the next one.